Little push. Oh, look at, he just picked up 2 cores. That could pick up 2 cores if you could roll it. Look at that, he slides when you roll him backwards. And he would have picked up 2 cores. He didn't the first time I tried, but he slid. I want to try it one more time, actually. What's up, Bakugan fans? It's D Hart. I'm hovering over a Bakugan Legends collection pack. So one of the new ones that are in stores right now. These things are so much fun to open because it's got stuff in it. It's got cards, it's got new Bakugan, it's got a Geogon. We have Darkest Hyannix, Aurelus Maxidon, Nova Hanoj, Ventus. So he's the light up Gon. We've got Nilius from Armored Alliance, the mold. The Ultra Nilius here, Nilius Ultra, and he's got a gear. So I'm gonna open this thing up. I'm excited to get in it. These are some of the funnest things to look at and buy from stores, I think, in my opinion. And there's a look at all the Bakugan that we have, the Geogon. It's gonna be fun to see. We had a Darkest Hyannix before in season 3, Rising Geogon, or Secrets of the Geogon, Geogon Rising. He was the best Geogon, the strongest for the Pro Trading Card game, so let's see how he stacks up. And it's really cool to see what Nilius looks like with the gear on him in this picture. It just looks cool to me. It's awesome. And then a Ventus Nova. So I'm gonna get this guy open. We're gonna see if anybody's strong for the Pro Trading Card game. Okay, here we go, opening up the box. I don't have any scissors in this room I'm in right now. I just realized that. I don't know where they are. So this one is gonna have to be a slow, messy opening. But I'm serious about opening these collection packs, these battle packs, battle strike packs, starter, whatever, all the different names they've given them. Like, this is the funnest product to me. These are the funnest. It's got the most stuff. It's got a variety. Honestly, they were funner in the past. They were more fun. It was more fun to get some cards. It was more fun to have consistency around building up your pro trading card game collection, along with some Bakugan. So it is, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't as exciting anymore to look at Bakugan and collect them because of the Pro Trading Card game not existing and being discontinued, but they do have some gears in here. And so for someone like me that just goes around still collecting, you know, whatever, the game in its entirety, all the characters, these random gear cards that come in these packs, I like it. It's still fun, but it's just not the same as it was. We'll see how long it still lasts, you know? Okay, what do I want to look at first? I saw these cores, 2 magic shields, 2 helix, a shield and a green fist. Let's look at these Bakugan first. You know what? I'm gonna have to get a knife to get these guys out. This is gonna take forever without one. All right, after all that, here we go. Everybody is out of the box, set up here. So we've had this gear before. I don't remember the name. Scorching, no, what is it? I'll look later. I'll look in a second. But we've had this gear. It's not brand new. It looks really cool when it's on Nilius. And then he's got the other 2 side editions that go like so. And I don't remember what these are either. The bracers. But yeah, you don't need them for the game. You can just buy them, put them on for aesthetics. It looks cool. These things all can collapse like so, and then you can just drop them on the Bakugan and not miss. And then it just pops open like that. So it's a fun little addition to your monster. Make him look cool. It would go on after you were rolling him if you are brand new to all this kind of stuff. So this mold of Nilius is really cool because he double cores. This is the one that double cores so well. Back when we were playing this game all the time, Nilius was one of my favorite molds, a favorite mold of everybody, this specific one, because of his tail, how he's put together, how he double cores so easily. So you could, and we all did, we would plan how to use him in the game, what cores you wanted him to roll on. I don't remember because it's been so long, if it was backwards or forwards, to be honest. So we'll just do one. Oh, that was so weak. Such a bad effort. Oh, this one might be a little different because there were versions of this mold that were way too springy, and he popped just like you saw. So it wasn't the same as a consistent double core when you're playing the game. to get all those bonuses from both cores. So that was forwards. Let me roll him backwards, but it wasn't backwards that we rolled him. We rolled him forwards. No, because he would catch one on the top and on the bottom. That was the way that he double cored. So what I just did was not fair. You know, you pick him up, you push him down. Little bit of a cheat there, but it looks like, unfortunately, this mold, for whatever reason, he's a lot springier. There was a version of him that wasn't so springy. He wouldn't just fly in the air like this. Actually, as I'm talking, look what happens. Then he did it the correct way, and he picked it up, and he got his 2 cores. So again, maybe you just need to break him in. Maybe you just need to break him in, loosen him up, not have him be so springy, roll him forwards. I'm only 3 away, just so everything fits in the camera, but, you know, you can plan for that. So if you want the 2 cores right here, because apparently that's how I'm rolling him, I always put him the front and the back, and he would pick them up. Sometimes it was like, I'd aim for this one, and he would pick up this one, so it depends on how hard you roll them, all that kind of stuff. So TCG-wise, this guy, if he has a strong base stat, he is like the competitive monster. We love him. He's good. So we'll find out in a second. Then we have Hyannix. So we'll just close him up really quick. This was the beast of year 3. Competitive-wise, some say the most competitive, the only competitive Geogon, just for the B power ratio. You know, you could pay, in Secret to the Geogon, it was 1 energy, and you would get up to, I think, 1900 B. So that was worth it. The energy to the B power to cost ratio was really good. So we'll see if this guy stacks up like his predecessor. Got Nilius Maxidon. Is this our first Nilius Maxidon? I don't know that we've ever had an Nilius Maxidon before. Little push. Oh, look it. He just picked up 2 cores. So he can be a double core as well. He just skipped. He picked it up, skipped forward a little bit, and it was pretty solid. Pretty solid. Now I can't recreate it, even just trying to pick it up like this. So, well, you all saw me do it. There's potential there. There's potential. The strategy, this game was so much about strategy and trying to find out who you could get to double core, what 2 cores to put in place. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. And then Ventus Hanoj, 400B. He is the Nova, so he's gonna light up for us. This is a new name this year, but new mold Ventus, new Bakugan, the Ventus version. I can't get him out. There we go. All right, so he closes up the legs, the head, everything pretty easy. It feels like it'd be more complex than what it just happened, but it wasn't. So roll him. He jumps forward. Should we roll him backwards really quick just to see? I mean, what's the potential there for him picking up a couple cores? This was always the most competitive thing to do. A lot of the time is finding Gons that could pick up 2 cores if you could roll it. Look at that. He slides when you roll him backwards. And he would have picked up 2 cores. He didn't the first time I tried, but he slid. I want to try it one more time, actually. And I can close them up fast, so bear with me. Let's just see this, because if this mold is a good candidate for consistent double coring, I mean, he could go into a lot of decks. Go into a lot of decks and be worth it and be strong. So rolling him backwards, I'm only 3 away, just doing it easy. I didn't roll him hard enough. Dang it. All right, one more time. Close him up really fast. Let's just put him, put him 6 away too. Put this back a little bit. Gonna try to keep it into the camera. I'll count on the far right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bakugan Brawl. Ooh, he, I don't know, if he would have fell forward, he would have picked it up. He would have picked it up if he fell forward, but I rolled him pretty hard and he sat on that tail just like this, didn't pick it. So, okay, here we go. Let's put all these guys out here. Let's look at these cards. Let's see. Showtime, who's gonna be strong? We have our gate card 1, gate card 2, been around, they're old. Nova Hanoj, Ventus, a lot going on here on the card. Shield and a Green Fist, so these 2 cores in the pack belonged to him. Let's see here. So 200, 150, and 2. His card, pretty cool. 400B, 6 damage. And this is what we're gonna do, I think, huh? We're gonna land on a green fist. On a green fist, if he opens on a green fist, you get to add another core from the matrix. So we're gonna be up to 550 on the highest B power green fist. We're 550 and 8 damage. And then 550, we add a shield, and I'm looking for the one that has the Ventus bonus right here. We add a shield. So 550 plus 400 is 950, and then another 300. So we're 1250 and 8. And you have 2 cores on Hanoj. Okay, that's not good B power. It's good damage, it's not good B power. If we added a magic shield, he'd be at 550. Plus 650 is 1200. And that's even lower than we were before. We're at 1208 with 2 cores. So we get 50 more B power if we land on a shield, or if we land on a green fist and add a shield. 50 more B power, 1250 and 8. The damage is cool, the B power is not. If we wanted to do damage wins, let's get that plus 3 damage green fist. Where is it? Over here, the Ventus. I have this version in front of me. So this gives us plus 3. That's the highest damage on a green fist. He's gonna be up to 9. And then we're gonna add a core from the field. So we're at 9. We're gonna go damage wins because we have a Pyrus on our team. And we have a Might of Sindius or a Mac. So with these 2 cards, the victor is decided by highest damage instead of B. We play those. And we'd have to have a Bakugan with a Fire Fist on our team for the maximum damage. So this would be 9 plus 6, 15 damage. Land on a green fist, add a Fire Fist. We're at 15 damage. We play Might of Sindius for 2 energy. We're at 16 damage. That's a good round for damage wins. Your opponent would have a tough time getting above 1500 if they weren't planning on doing damage wins that turn. So that would hurt them. That's pretty good. So good for damage wins, underwhelming for B power, but you are taking a core from the field and you could take your opponent's magic shield and that would really hurt them. So I'm not going to say that Hanoj is weak. I think he's strong. I think he's strong even though that B power is low. You are taking your opponent's core, best case scenario. So there we go. Hanoj. Ultra Nilius. What is this guy doing? 2 magic shields, 100 B. Oh, and he's got the gear. So he's the one with the gear in the pack. He's the one that has the gear symbol, gear reduction. It's not official yet, but for all intents and purposes, we know that this symbol, when it's on a core, means you play a gear for 2 less. I'm assuming that's what it's going to be like if they ever continued the TCG and brought it back from the slumber that they put it in. So sad. So 2 less. So if we're playing Ultra Nilius, we're gonna land on a magic shield. We're gonna be up to 750 and 7 damage. 750B is horrendous. It's awful. You're not gonna win that way. He does have 2 magic shields, so it's good because you can share magic shields. Maybe he double, oh, what am I saying? Maybe he double cores. It's this mold. So he double cores really, really well. You could practice and get very, very consistent at it. I know that's true. So if he landed on both of his magic shields, he was at 1300, 650 plus 650, 1300, 100B, 1407. That's respectable. That's the lowest threshold you would need to try to be competitive, I would think. It's 1400. And then at that point, you're playing a gear out of your hand for 2 less. So we're gonna get to that gear right now, actually, huh? It's the next one. It's a Scorching Swords. Newest version of a Scorching Swords. I can't wait to see what this is gonna look like. Okay, 2 energy, 200B, 2 damage. That is strong. That is strong. That's the test. If the B power and the damage equal the cost, that is a strong gear. That means the first turn for 2 energy, you get 200. For the second turn it's in play, even though you paid 2, you're getting 400 because the first turn was 200, the second turn was 200. The third turn it's in play, the ratio you're getting is 2 energy for 600B, you know? So it just keeps getting better and better, and it's fun that it starts out at 200 along with the cost. So 202, and then on a magic shield, you add a magic shield from the Matrix. That's really, really strong. Okay, so just for this to make sense to us, let's just do a scenario, because yeah, this is cool. This is fun. So let's say, oh man, you have to do this in 2 turns, okay? You can't do it all in 1 turn, I wouldn't think, but let's just figure it out. So he's going to, where's my 650? We'll roll him. He lands on a 650, okay? And maybe you don't double core, so he's only at 750, but you get to play this gear for 2 less because of his symbol on his card, and it only costs 2. So if it's in your hand, you play it for free. But because when you play the gear, Nilius had already opened on a magic shield, it already happened, you don't get that bonus this turn, right? Like you'd have to wait till the next time. So the next time you play Nilius, let's just keep it like this so we can see it. The next turn you roll him, whatever that is, he opens on a magic shield. Okay, so that means you get to play another gear for 2 less. I think it means that it has to be played on Nilius. You can't use it on a teammate. I'm pretty sure that means it probably has to be on Nilius, but we don't know. It's not official. Just going off past rules. But let me know what you think down below. Am I wrong? And then, so you can play a second gear on him. But now this gear says add a core. So you're at 300 plus 650 is 950. And then you're adding another core because of Scorching Swords. So you'd add another magic shield. I don't have a 651 here. So you're at 950 plus 600 would be 550 plus the 50 that's not here is 1600. So I think you're at 1600 if I did that all quickly enough. 1609. That's pretty dang good. You've got 2 cores. You took one from your opponent. Like the strategy behind this play, that could be pretty fun for pro trading card gameplay. That would be a lot of fun. I do love that all the new gears in year 5 have something like this on it, whether it's a magic shield bonus of like plus 600 or a green fist bonus of plus 600, or just more core manipulation on the cards. I think that makes gears so much more interesting. Okay, so Nilius, super low B power, but manipulating cores and playing gears for cheap. This would be a fun strategy. I like it. I think it's fun. I think it's a lot of fun. Okay, now we have Darkest Hyannix. 1 energy. Another 1 energy Hyannix. Starts out at 500 B and 3 damage. 900 B on a green fist. So he's not quite getting up to what past Darkest Hyannix got up to. He's going to be at 650 plus 900 is 1550 and 5. Right? 1550 and 5 for 1 energy. You already saw somebody like Nilius with this gear, although that's not a fair, because he has to have the gear in the hand in the second turn. So he was getting up to 1600 essentially for free. Hanoj was getting up to 1400, or no, he was only 1200. Wasn't he? But he was, All right, so 1 energy to get up to 1550 is not good. That's what other Bakugan can get up to off the roll. So, I mean, it's nice that he's 1 energy. It's just a substitution. It's not super exciting to take a green fist from your opponent because he needs a green fist to be good. So this is a little underwhelming. Simple as that, a little underwhelming. I like that he's 1 energy, but not gonna be high on the list, I would say. I don't even think he's top 10 for strongest Geogon still. Kind of weak. And then look at this card, Hyannix Maxidon. That's kind of fun. 2 helixes. Oh my gosh, he's gonna be good, isn't he? Wow, look at this. Okay, this is good. So where's my strongest helix? 603. He is 800 base, 4 damage, so plus 600. He gets up to 1400. He'll be at 1 damage, but with this bonus that gives him another 100, he's at 1500 B and 6 more damage. So he's only at 7 damage after this core, right? He's at 10, subtract the 3. He's at 1500 B and 7 damage. That's a strong Bakugan. And that's fun that we have another strong Hyannix, although again, like the TCG is discontinued. We don't know if they'll ever pick it back up again. Hyannix is like dropped by the wayside after the first year of the set cards and all that kind of stuff. They never went back and made any Hyannix cards. Hardly any Hyannix cards. The Bakugan were outpaced. They were supposed to be the strongest, which is why they didn't have card sets in their faction, but That has not been the case. So I don't even know if I should be excited anymore about this. Like, it's fun that he's 1507, but we're just a few years too late. And that kind of kills the excitement. But if this was a couple years ago and this card came out, then 1507 would be so dope and it would be worth the excitement. So that's the whole pack. Let me know what you all think about this. You know what? More and more, I'm just to the point where we all know the card game has been discontinued. It's been a very long time. We don't know what's going on with the anime. Some rumors about whether there was going to be a new season or whether they're just going to revamp and scrap everything and start over. I don't know. But it's kind of tough to keep going in a game that is discontinued. So I love this game. I'm going to keep going. Like, this is so much fun. And if I'm collecting characters and cards, making proxies, like, this is something I can just play with my peeps forever. I just play it forever, have fun with them. It's a game we'd always have. It's not alive. It's not really continued, but as it was frozen in time, there was tons of material. But because of this freeze and discontinuation of the trading card game, I've also started getting into some other stuff. And I don't know at what point, like, I share this hobby and what I've been doing in here, you know, with the people that I play with my own, you know, circles, because I want to play a game and the game's out there. What I'm saying is this: I love this trading card game Bakugan. I loved this Pro TCG. I loved it. It was so much fun. The mechanics, the characters, the way that it was played, the energy. I mean, I loved it. This was so much fun to me. I've played the other games, a lot of other games. It doesn't hit the same to me as this trading card game did in this mechanic, but it's done, right? Like, they're not making it anymore. We don't know if they ever will again. So I've tried to go back and make like a similar game on my own of a different subject that I love. It's not Bakugan, it's not even monsters, but it has a lot of the same feel and play of what Bakugan is. Like, I have to scratch this itch. I love this game and I want to play it, but they stopped. And so I have a game in here that I've been working on and making lots and lots of cards. And I think it's going to be fun for me and my people. Like, I got to scratch that itch somehow. And this is the game design side of me. Like, when I was young, I started making my own games because I collected Pokemon and made my own cards. And this is just me doing it as an adult now. Like, I want to make a game based off of a lot of things that Bakugan is, but obviously different because there aren't, you know, toys that you roll and open. But I have my own, you know, fan-made game in here, and I've been working on it for a while. I've got tons of cards. I've got a lot more to make. Maybe I'll share something like this one day, but I just love this trading card game, and I had to fill my life with something when it was gone. The other games out there didn't quite do it for me. But you know what? The one that I'm creating, it does. And it's a fun creative outlet. And who knows? I know that this concept with Bakugan and how the game works was so engaging, so intriguing, so much fun. And, you know, I'm gonna recreate it my own way here. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. More content like this always coming. Good luck hunting out there. Hope you find what you're looking for. Bakugan Brawl.